It's the most wonderful time of the year.
It's March.
No, it's award season.
The best and the brightest of Hollywood come out to celebrate being the best and the brightest.
And we're gonna break it all down for you in this Oscars edition of Lights, Camera, Fashion.
Go Bridgeside! Guys, or rather girls, have you noticed something kind of powerful this year?
Black Panther?
No, well, yes, but no. I mean, Black Panther can get it, but that's not what I'm talking about.
I think I know where you're going with this. Hollywood is finally waking up to the fact that women are doing amazing things with limited recognition.
What about that garbage pay gap? Patricia Arquette said it best in her acceptance speech from 2 years ago. Fix that gap.
I know, right? I found out that according to Forbes, the top 10 earning male actors make close to 3 times the amount of the top 10 females. Jennifer Lawrence is the only top earning actress who's making close to a man's salary at $20 million. Even then, it's comparable to The Rock or Will Smith. We're not talking about Robert Downey Jr. status here.
Apparently, all the money in the world couldn't help their star Michelle Williams, who made significantly less than her male co-star Mark Wahlberg, particularly with the reshoots. Williams only took the SAG minimum per diem, whereas Marky Mark demanded $1.5 million. What's worse, they're managed by the same agency. Who did the negotiations there?
And it's not just the actors. Patty Jenkins, who directed Wonder Woman, made $1 million, which made her the 3rd highest paid female director in history, versus Zack Snyder, who made $10 million. What's up with that?
Speaking of Wonder Woman, Gal Gadot totally slayed in the role and made what she deserved. A source told CNN that she made almost as much as Henry Cavill did for their standalone movies.
Finally, one thing DC got right. Now, if we can get the rest of Hollywood to follow suit or dress, then we're in good business.
There's definitely a groundswell of support on this issue. Many male actors are stepping forward and agreeing that female actors should make just as much or more for the same amount of screen time. They may not want to take a pay cut. Looking at you, Liam Neeson, but they definitely encourage that Hollywood pay them their dues and add a couple more zeros to the ends of those checks.
Their accountants would sure love that.
Ooh, The Accountant, like the Ben Affleck movie?
No, wrong guy. But what a year to be an accountant, right? I mean, especially after what happened at last year's award show.
I was really hoping we were talking about Ben Affleck. Just remind me, what happened at last year's award show?
And the winner is La La Land.
What?
La La Land was last year.
No.
I mean Moonlight.
Okay, well, good thing PricewaterhouseCoopers is putting measures in place to avoid a repeat of last year's fiasco.
This year, both the presenter and the stage manager are confirming that the envelope corresponds to the right award category.
And cell phones are now forbidden backstage for all 3 PwC partners.
I'd love to see Warren Beatty present the award again this year just to see the crowd's reaction.
We'll just have to watch and find out.
This year's Oscar categories are stacked. The Year of the Woman continues in the nominations. Greta Gerwig scored a Best Director nom, the only woman this year to compete with some heavy-hitting dudes.
Greta is one of only 5 women to get a directing nomination in the Academy's entire 90-year history.
Rachel Morrison is the first woman ever to get a cinematography nomination for Mudbound.
Being an editor, I want to give a shout out to Tatiana Regal, the only woman nominated for editing on one of my favorite films of this award season, I, Tonya. And speaking of strong women, can we talk about the winning combo of Margot Robbie and Allison Janney, who both deserve to win Oscars for their roles?
I loved Margot. I hope she wins, but I think the statue might go to Sally Hawkins. You're talking about a woman who was mute, but was able to convey emotion so beautifully. This might be the artist all over again.
I'm gonna go with Frances McDormand for Best Actress. That was a powerhouse performance she gave in Ebbings, Missouri. And talk about a strong woman who doesn't follow Hollywood standards. You gotta love her.
And as much as we're all about the strong ladies, we can't forget about the men who put the stars in our eyes.
Ooh, wait, can we nominate Ryan Reynolds even though Deadpool 2 hasn't come out yet?
Ugh, I wish. But I am so down for Daniel Kaluuya to win Best Actor. That movie really messes with your head, and Kaluuya really brought that theme home in Get Out.
Quite frankly, I walked out after seeing Darkest Hour thinking, I just saw Gary Oldman win his first Oscar. I know it's bold, but he was that good.
Both of those Brits are totally deserving, but I have to go with that little peanut, Timothée Chalamet. Call Me By Your Name has all the feels, and he was also in Lady Bird, so he's clearly having a moment.
Honestly, Lady Bird's one of my favorite movies of the year. Having been a teenage girl, I could relate to this movie in so many ways.
I don't know, guys. I'm torn between 3 Billboards and The Shape of Water, which are very different films, I admit. but they have that extra bit of intrigue that I think the voters will put into consideration.
There's also a huge opportunity for the Academy voters to surprise us all throughout the show, so it could be a very entertaining ceremony.
Speaking of entertaining, can I start the campaign now for Tiffany Haddish to host the 2019 Oscars?
Well, we'll have to see about that, but she is presenting, so we have that to look forward to.
You guys think she's using a Groupon lift service to get to the red carpet?
Funnest car ride ever.
Go Birdside.
Girls, it's lights, camera, fashion. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Click on our playlist, please.
And visit us at gobirdside.com.
Get to know us a little bit better.
Go Birdside.